15th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators ready to get this thing started and open the season. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Lacy. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stribling. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one be first and goal from the 6.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on. Down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Finds his man. It's Lacey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
Finds a spot in the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Give to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Direct snap. Shakes up and runs through another one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's ball. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back.
That's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
To the air, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Sends it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How will they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Send the offense onto the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels in the 55-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. Finds his man open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wilson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to...
He caught it! Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Finds his man. It's Wallace. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The give out of the gun. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Got it in the middle, it's ball. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Gators have it with a first and 10. Let's go. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Absolutely center cut. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Grab behind the line. It's right. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Smashes through the tackle. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And we knew coming in these teams were very similar. Both really good football teams, but executing down the stretch might be the difference in the football game. How about that offense? Going down the field, they're an extra point away from tying this up, and we still got more football.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Margin ahead. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him! Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking deep. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The sure hands, it's ball. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Pulls it in, it's ball. And they're able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Connection to the right. And the defense drags him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wilson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's ball. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Good! They win it as time expires on a walk-off field goal. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.